in this nest. They're competing for it. This is just a territory, you can see. This area right here is just some type of battleground. It's gotta be. Alright guys, so this is it. This is what I guess you would say the calm before the storm. It's gonna probably be the last day that we're gonna actually have decent weather. And where it's gonna be warm and things can be out. We do got some iguanas still out here. Bunch of small females. They were with this big brute right here. We're gonna show you it. Now a lot of these lizards, what they're gonna do is they're gonna go into hiding. They're gonna go into hiding. Right now is gonna be like just the start of this breeding season. But it is it's I guess we're in October. It's October 7th, and apparently it's still hurricane season, guys, because we have a giant hurricane that is barreling to our coast right now. And is most definitely gonna cause significant damage. So these iguanas are out right now, but today will probably most definitely be the last day that any of these lizards will be out before this storm hits. So I figured, let me come out here real quick and just show you guys some of these iguanas right quick before they go. There's actually a lot of them, a lot more. There's another one right there. This big one. See it. See it right there, absolute giant. They're not even that phased. They're super calm. It's almost like the calm before the storm. Florida has made these canals. If we get a lot of water from unexpected storms like hurricanes, we do have an area for them to go. The water to go out and kind of dissipate. Now a lot of the water will actually go to the ocean. So we're pretty west right now, but it will go east. And we're on the east coast, by the way. A giant 10-pound iguana can be in some grass and just be hiding. There's a massive orange one over there. We're gonna go see if we can take a look at it before he decides to clear. That's like a dang orangutan just walking around. And up here in this tree too, there's another giant one. Let's see. These iguanas, guys, are like these big lizards right here. Very dominant. That's a giant specimen right there. These are monsters. Absolute monsters, iguanas out here. And they're living in this nest. They're competing for it. This is just a territory, you can see. This area right here is just some type of battleground. It's gotta be. not really too used to human interaction too much. And as you guys can see, this area that they're in is basically like as jungle-esque as you can get it. I mean, we have a creek right here that is just completely just mucked out. We've got all this foliage right here. And then within that is just high rooms of these giant iguanas. That one does not look like a happy camper either. He looks pretty pissed off. But more in the trees that you look, you will see more groups of these lizards out here. But I just wanted to give you guys this little quick video. It's nothing crazy, but I'll show you guys in the back what's going on here, guys. We are in a world of trouble. The state of Florida might never ever be the same after this storm that's gonna hit. I mean, we're getting back to back. We're getting blasted back to back with these hurricanes, and we're already in fall. It does not make any sense. That was a big lizard. It does not make any type of sense whatsoever. Guys, there are lizards and reptiles and snakes all in this bush right here. They're all up in here. This right here is just a fortress. Back here we got houses behind these bushes, so for us to even be able to shoot out here would be no bueno. I mean, if you could imagine like shooting a rifle or a BB gun and it's going through homes or hitting windows and stuff like that or whatever, guys, that is a huge problem. And not only is that a safety hazard, but that obviously it can give a bad name to, you know, the business that we're in, pest control. So I couldn't even take a shot here if I wanted to. But real quick, the only shooting I can do right now is with this camera. Like I said, guys, these animals, they're like monkeys living in here, this jungle. It's the only real way I can really explain it, even though they're giant lizards, guys. I'm not sure, but I believe the iguana is one of the top 10 biggest lizards in the world, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, guys, let me know. But this whole area right here, guys, is a breeding ground, just festering. And since we've had these rains from the last couple storms, guys, all this stuff, these bushes, this foliage right here has grown. Some of the stuff has fallen as well. You can look right here on this branch, this fallen branch right here. These iguanas are actually using this as a tree or as a bridge. Now they're just jumping back and forth. It's pretty crazy. I know it's Florida, guys. But here's what I wanted to tell you guys about, guys. Florida is probably never going to be the same after this storm that's about to hit, guys. It's probably going to make record and historical damage if we get a direct impact on one of these coasts that have already been battered from Hurricane Helene. That one was going from south to north, going north from south, and that one just basically the strong outer bands basically stir up and jacked up places of South Florida that I've seen, that I've been following with some YouTubers, and I've never been there personally, and now I'm seriously regretting that, guys, because those places are absolutely gorgeous. But here's the sad part: a lot of those places no longer exist, guys. We're talking about whole towns, whole areas where people grew up. Guys, just absolutely devastated. So hurricanes, guys, is a reason why a lot of insurance companies are pulling out, because the liability just does not it's a losing situation, guys. Insurance, like I said, is going up. Some places, they're saying that global warming is warming the seas little by little, causing abnormal weather patterns, causing the melting of the northern ice caps. I know a lot of different people with different political views believe different things, but guys, I believe what the scientists say, all right? I believe what scientists say and people that know about this. Some people say that some of the political people are purposely making storms and this and that. I don't even see how that is possible, or if they would even do that. That's just ridiculous. Look at this right here. But guys, you know, the experts don't lie, data doesn't lie, numbers don't lie, graphs don't lie. You know, these iguanas weren't here. This is another, you know, problem, I guess, if you want to, or a byproduct of environmental changes. You know, the weather getting super warm, the weather, you know, strong hurricanes busting over these enclosures, causing these lizards to come out here. You know, like I said, this is not a political thing, guys. The leader who I want to win and be president, guys, because America at this point is like a business. I want, you know, look at the two candidates and ask yourself, if, you know, if you were the owner of the business, which one of these candidates would you want on your team to help run your business and make it efficient, make it make money, but also, you know, you know, help out the employees, because America is a business, guys. You know, and that's just it, guys. There's no other really way to say it. We are a business, and you know, you got to the leaders, you know, are people that, you know, you want people that are going to be able to help your business or help the business of the employees. So, you know, that's what I decide. That's, you know, that's the deciding thing. It's not a white thing. It's not a black thing. It's not a LGBTQ thing. It's not none of that, guys. You got to think about it's a business, and right now, you know, these leaders and this stuff actually matters. Here's the thing, guys. There are thresholds. There are different things that have already, you know, the natural balance of a lot of things, guys, are already being disturbed. Not only just here in Florida, but in the world. I just watched an article, and they're saying that majority of the coral reefs out here in Florida, in Australia, the Great Barrier, you know, Reef, Key West, a lot of these corals, guys, are basically going extinct. They're dying. They're getting bleached from hot weather, and that is having obviously a negative impact on marine life, and that, you know, in the future can have a even, you know, more negative impact. So we got a lot of stuff going on here, guys, a lot of stuff. It's unprecedented to have these two major hurricanes in Florida in fall, guys. We're in October, right? I mean, this is pretty wild. I just wanted to come out here, guys, and give you a quick update. Like I said, I'm not going to be hunting until this storm is over. I'm going to be going to the West Coast to be helping out some people, offering aid, using the resources I have to see if I can make a difference. But I just want to give you guys the look right here, guys. With this storm, this whole entire area can get flooded, depending on which area of the storm hits. And obviously, guys, if this is flooded right here, it could, you know, it can have devastating consequences. The good thing is we are out, you know, we're about 10 miles inland. We're not near the ocean. That's the good news, guys. That's the good news. Because of apparently the global or the climate warming, you know, and like I said, this is not a political thing I'm saying. This is just what I've been researching personally and just my opinion, but I'm believing the opinions and the facts that have been documented by experts on graphs, and we're seeing trends, guys. We're seeing things. So everybody stay safe. Florida, the West Coast, guys, if you guys can go on any of those websites and donate to those people for the hurricane relief, we would appreciate it. Apparently FEMA is out of aid, guys, and they're not going to be able to help. This is what they're saying. They're not going to be able to help any more of these victims who literally had everything, guys. They're hardworking American people just like you and me, and, you know, one day, you know, they had everything, and the next day, guys, everything was just completely gone. So you can just imagine, you know, the devastation. I mean, everybody has problems in life, but imagine losing everything you have that you've worked hard for, everything you have, guys, in just one day. So if you guys can with me, please, whoever watched this video to the end, just say your prayers. Say some prayers for those people. Say some prayers. We need all the good vibes we can get. If you can donate to any of those organizations or anything like that, please do. If you can, you know, even if it's $1 or $2 or whatever, it could make a difference. We got a snakehead right here. This is another thing with these snakeheads. I don't know if you can see it, but this is another cause, you know, of a tipping point that is basically, we're past the threshold, guys. Maybe with these iguanas too as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Obviously, me and my team are out here fighting as much as we can, but with laws, with regulations, with ordinances in cities. So I'll show you right here. We got females. And right back there is a absolute giant. And that lizard, guys, is about 10 pounds. About 10-pound lizard. There's another one up here. The more you look, guys, in these trees, I mean, we are seeing just an unprecedented amount of iguanas, guys, out here. So there's different tipping points, guys, with ecosystems, with weather, with territories, with everything, guys, all different walks of life. And right now we are seeing stuff that we have never before seen before, even with these iguanas. This is the least of our concern right here, these iguanas. Where's this iguana at? He's a big one. These iguanas, guys, like I said, not allowed to shoot them out here. There are some Karens that live around here that if you do try catching them, they complain, but we tell them like they're invasive species. But here's the thing, guys. In a state of emergency, if there's no more food, if the supply chain is jacked up and we can't go out there and get whatever, guys, I have these spots mapped up for survival. And as weird as it sounds, guys, an iguana is still a lot of protein. And if you cook that sucker and you put a lid over the pot and let it slow cook or let it stew up or make a soup, guys, it is going to come out super delicious, super tender. It's going to be just like chicken. The thing is like iguanas don't have as much fat as chicken. You know, chicken's got much more fat. Iguanas don't have no fat on them. Their fat is internal. This guy's going to let us get real close. Come here, buddy. And as you can see, we will, guys, be able to harvest these lizards if we have to. He's gonna let us get real close. He doesn't even, just like that. We know where they're at, guys. I have spots like this mapped out just in case there's some, you know, emergencies where we need food. I have spots, guys, that have iguanas, that have chickens, that have fish. Like I said, guys, they're areas that we could get the protein. Because at this point, guys, it is going to be a natural disaster here in Florida. We are going to be in a state of emergency. The West Coast is absolutely going to get hammered again. They just got hammered. You know, the damage, guys, is all being calculated before we could even clean up and do all that stuff. We are going to get sidewinded and smacked again, guys, with another hurricane. Another hurricane, guys. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I really just can't believe it. But if I could help anybody, like I said, anybody, guys, we do have food resources. And at this point, guys, in Florida, if you're living here, this is going to be a survival instance at this point. You know, the West Coast, they're in survival mode. There's not even nothing over there, guys. Whole towns got washed away. There's no power. There's no food. We're on the East Coast. We're still going to get a lot of rain, guys, because this is going to be potentially a Category 4 or 5 storm, which I was thinking it was going to be a Category 2 or 3, guys. So, to all my brothers in the West Coast, may God be with you. May God be with us. I'm going to be over there. If any of you guys are follow the channel and you guys want me to help you guys out there, please send me an email down below or follow me on Instagram and message me. And if I'm down on the West Coast and I can help you or the family, I most definitely will. But with that being said, guys, stay safe. Subscribe if you're new. We're gonna be I mean, we're gonna be back iguana hunting just right now, guys. I do got some videos too that I filmed before this, so I'm gonna be working on that. They'll go live, so you're gonna see some iguana content on my end. But right now, Florida is in a state of emergency. So if you can do anything to help, if you can send some prayers, make donations to any of those sites, be greatly appreciated. Y'all stay safe and God bless.